Hi guys, Bobby here with Rotary Bob. So where to begin? Let's start by saying thank you to everybody that has been showing support and giving me feedback and everything on this page as I go through this process of doing the whole social media thing. It's really appreciated, all the guidance and help. Yeah, I can't say thank you enough. Special thanks to, of course, my girlfriend who tolerates all of this and puts up with me. So yes, darling, if you watch this video, thank you very much, Kaya. I really appreciate all your support. So a little update on the car. I finally got the fenders and the bumper off after however many days it took me to finally get it done. Interesting thing, like I noticed that the car has actually been in a collision, not bad, I mean it's fairly minor, but there are things that were kind of bent and twisted a little bit, and some coating's been applied to try to kind of inhibit the rust from where the coatings are kind of cracked and stuff. So that was interesting. Bolts. Let's talk about bolts. Does anybody know where to get some bolts? OEM bolts, nuts, all that sort of thing for these cars? Because the rate I'm going at, whew, I'm pretty sure the right hand side I snapped 4 bolts. And on the driver's side, I only snapped 1. I think it's largely due to the fact that I kind of just dove into taking the fenders off. I didn't really plan ahead all that much, and then a friend of mine told me, it's just like, yeah, you're gonna go through and break a bunch of bolts, and then you're gonna go through a lot of penetrating lubricant and bolt loosener, nut loosener, and stuff like that. And he's like, yeah, you should let it soak. And then the light bulb went off in my head, and it's just like, yeah, should let it soak. So I came in here one day when I was, I think I was doing photos for stuff, and I went through and I sprayed all the inner fender bolts. Those were the ones that I was primarily snapping off. Sprayed all those and let them sit for a couple of days. I largely attribute the success of the fewer breaks to that. So I'm going to implement that going forward. Going to try to plan a little bit, and if I'm going to take some I guess prone to rusting parts off, I should try to soak them down. So yeah, I'm going to need to buy some bolts and some nuts, and hopefully the ones that I broke aren't ones that are kind of fixed to the body. That'll suck, because then that means I'll have to tack studs back on too. But anyway, that's neither here or there. Yeah, man, oh man. Who else misses 2019? Anybody? Who would have thought? I wear glasses. So, and it's still winter here in northern Alberta. So when you go into a store and you gotta wear your mask, glasses fog up. It's just annoying. I mean, it's whatever. It is what wherever you sit on the whole, oh, it's a conspiracy, oh, we don't need masks, oh, whatever. I don't care. That's not what I'm getting at. I hate the fact that my glasses fog up for the first 5-10 minutes of walking around in a store and you're basically blind. Yeah. When I was taking all this apart, it's just easier if you take the front wheels off to get the fenders off. And so you gotta jack the car up. And normally when I jack this particular car up, I run it up on blocks because I don't have a jack that is low profile enough to get all the way under to jack it from the jacking points on the front and the back. So I actually had to jack it from just inside of the pinch seam, which is where you jack it from in an emergency with your little scissor jack or whatever. And I hate doing that. The main reason I hate doing that is because when I first got this car, I took it to a tire shop. I needed to put new tires on. And I pulled it into the shop, and I was talking to the guy that was going to do the work on the car, and one of the kids in the shop, just eager as all hell to throw tires on it, threw a jack underneath and started jacking it up. And I got a dinner plate sized dent right underneath my driver floor pan. Just from people not knowing, right? It drives me nuts. But anyway, I had to do it because the car doesn't like to start. I didn't want to start it and run it up on blocks. But man, did not like doing that. I did not like doing that at all. But I did it. Didn't cause any more damage, so that's a plus. I'm hoping I don't have to do too much body work, floor restoration, but we'll see. I'm kind of sitting on the fence of what to do next. Do I dive into the engine bay and kind of, we'll call it decluttering in preparation to pull the engine and tranny, or do I dive inside the car, strip the interior out, and kind of see what I'm dealing with there? Either or. It's 6 one way, half a dozen another, right? Like, it doesn't really make much of a difference what I do next. But hey, what do you guys want to see? We'll do that. Toss it up in a poll. If you made it this far on the blog, toss a comment. What do you want to see next? Do you want me to work on the engine bay more? That is where I'm leaning, engine bay. But yeah, if you want to rather see work on the interior, I'll do that. But it doesn't bother me. Both have to get done, so yeah. Yep. It's been quite the learning process. Quite the learning process. I really like it. It's very enjoyable, and I can't wait to just keep on keeping on, right? Okay. Party hard, Garth. Party hard, Wayne. Yeah. Anyway, that's about it for this week. Short one. So again, thanks everybody for all the support, everybody watching, commenting, liking, sharing, all that sort of stuff. I really appreciate any support, any and all support. So yeah, stay tuned for the edit. It's gonna be my longest video yet, so stay tuned for that. And till next time, guys. Thanks.